Hello, I'm Viskrugers, and this will be a preview of the 0.15 patch on Armored Warfare and what new it will bring to the game. Now, first of all, the biggest new thing is the tier 10 vehicles. Then we have 2 new PvE missions, a new premium tank, the Merkava 2B, and some garage UI updating, APS and anti-tank guided missile changes, and some light tank gun depression overhauls. And in addition to that, they have a very large number of game corrections, including some performance and balance and crash fixes, everything like that. And most of all, they're planning to have some kind of updates to the replay system that was introduced in the last patch, or the current patch, however you want to think of it, in the 0.14 patch. And they will include some kind of commander spectator mode in custom matches. So I don't right out the bat have any idea what that technically means. What is a commander spectator mode? Does it mean that you can jump in and see what the player sees? But it's only on custom matches? As far as I understand, it says here the Commander Spectator mode will be added to custom matches. So I presume it's some kinda that when you set up a game, it has to be a custom game and you have to be in the game as a spectator from the get-go. So it's not like you play a game and then you spectate it while watching the replay file. No, I feel like you have to spectate the game live, and then you can use that already spectated game in your replay, which is, well, a little bit fiddly, but I guess it's an improvement. But onwards with the tier 10 vehicles. Now here are the 6 tier 10 vehicles that will be in the game in the next patch. Now some of these are not new, like the T14 Armada and the PL1 or 01, which are already available for preview in the game. Now what we do have as new vehicles is the Leopard 2A7 140 main battle tank, and then we have the Sphinx armored fighting vehicle XM1A3 main battle tank, which is technically an Abrams variant, and then we have the Challenger 2B main battle tank. A lot of main battle tanks. 4 out of 6 are main battle tanks, 1 light tank and 1 armored fighting vehicle, which is well, I guess a lot of people do play main battle tanks, so and they will be adding more in the future, but that is the lineup that we'll be having as the first 6 tier 10 vehicles. Then we have the 2 new PvE missions, the Operation Prometheus and Operation Meltdown. And I do have to say that the last couple of PvE missions that had been introduced into the game, I can't quite now remember the names, but the desert one where you have to hunt down the lieutenants, and the ice one where you have to close the hangar doors and destroy the base and then defend the airstrip. Those are cool. I think those are really cool. They have kind of new objectives, so it's not always the same go defend this cap circle or go capture that cap circle. It kind of varies things a bit. Especially I feel like the one where you need to kill the lieutenants is really cool. It gives you plenty of time, and it gives you kind of multiple stage objectives. It's not just, go here and defend or you will lose. You can kind of time out and focus different kind of lieutenants, because I think there were 3 or 5, can't remember, but you can coordinate a lot more, and it's very cool. The ice one it's a bit challenging, at least for new players, because the deadlines on the missions are quite strict. So you can kinda run out of time very easily. but the idea is so cool. I really enjoy those, and I hope these two new missions will be somewhat similar. Maybe having, say, I don't know, the same ideas, but some variation to the just go capture that cap circle or defend these circles. They are, getting really old. And then we have the Merkava 2B Premium main battle tank, another main battle tank, and a premium one. At least now it's completely new vehicle and not just a pure reskin of an existing vehicle. Thank God. So the Merkava is a tier 7 main battle tank, which is the highest that they have gone, at least as of far. I think previously the tier 6s have been the highest. Exception of the Wolf vehicles, which had tier 7 vehicles, but take them as you will, because they are, kind of vehicles that are already in the game. They're just existing vehicles with premium status. So this is a pure new, exclusively premium vehicle that is tier 7. I would have thought that it could have been tier 8, but it's going to be tier 7. Now the Merkava is an Israel tank, and there will be more this line of tanks, more Merkava variants of tanks in the game in the regular tech trees, not premium ones. Well, there might be premium ones as well, but there will be Merkava variant of vehicles that you will be getting without spending any money. But the Merkava 2B will be a premium vehicle in the next patch. And then we have the Garage UI update. And here's what it says. The Garage UI has received visual upgrade and now features an improved ammo loadout, consumable and retrofit windows designed to make it easier to outfit your vehicles. Based on player feedback, we've also expanded our vehicle filter criteria to enable players to more efficiently filter which vehicles are shown in the vehicle carousel. And I feel like that is a really nice thing. It's, I guess, a small life improvement, nothing major. But the carousel of vehicles, I feel like, is very fiddly as of now. And it's a good thing that they're taking steps to improve it. What they could really do is make it so that you can have it on 2 rows. Because having only 1 row makes it quite slim. At least I have quite many vehicles that I generally want to play, and I just mark them as favorites. I would like to have them on 2 rows, but we'll see, maybe in the future. Doesn't seem to be there as of now, but at least you should be able to find whatever vehicle you're searching a lot easier in the future. And then we have the APS and anti-tank guided missile changes. So the update 0.15 brings new changes to active protection systems and anti-tank guided missiles. Cannon launched missiles will now on average reload faster, while the APS systems have had their cooldowns increased and their number of charges decreased. The overall goal of these changes is to reduce the currently excessively high effectiveness of APS, while still keeping the system useful in deterring the occasional anti-tank guided missiles. So it's been a pretty big problem if you have a cannon launched missile, if the other player has some kind of systems protecting it from anti-tank guided missiles. Maybe there's even automatic ones, so you don't need to press anything and so on. It's just, well, you have like 20 seconds of reloading and you shoot, and it's 100% guaranteed to not do jack. And then you have a 20-second reload again, which is a little bit off-putting. So I feel like that is a good change, making it more reasonable to use anti-tank guided missiles, because in the higher tiers it's quite often like you don't even bother, and it's pretty much just there when you run out of regular ammunition, and that just you have a reserve missiles. So yeah. So now the protection systems shouldn't be so good, having longer cooldowns and less charges, so the missile should be more viable thing to use. And then we have the light tank gun depression overhaul. So they're just modifying most light tank gun depressions from the front, from the sides, and from the rear, as well as few main battle tanks, probably increasing them. It doesn't really say, it just says that it's going to, overhaul them, but I would think they would give them just a little bit more gun depression in the front, maybe on the sides, perhaps on the rear a bit. But other than that, nothing major. Overall, I feel like this patch is nothing huge, because the biggest thing is the tier 10 vehicles. And let's be honest, the people who's going to get the tier 10 vehicles anytime soon is the people who already have like multiple tier 9 vehicles. And I tend to sink quite a bit of time into this game, and I have barely got to tier 8, so it's not that I'm dumping a huge amount of time into the game, but I feel like if you're getting already to tier 10, you must really like this game, and you must be really sinking quite a lot of time or money in this game. But tier 10 is a nice thing to have as an end game goal where you wanna eventually get. It's just having overall more vehicles in the game is always fantastic. So that's all for the 0.15 preview. Hopefully you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next video.